for example.
Jacksonville
Mm-hmm.
was a higher seed than both Baltimore and LA
Okay.
because they won their division. So those top 4 seeds for each conference.
Yeah, but their division's like booty.
Mm-hmm. Top 4 seeds heading into the playoffs
Mm-hmm.
for each conference, each side. Top 4 seeds are the division winners. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, for example, if the Chiefs went 17-0 and the Chargers went 16-1, well, that's not possible. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Something like that. The Chiefs would be the 1 seed, probably.
Yeah.
Chargers would be that 5th seed, even though they probably would have the second best record in football.
Mm.
But since they did not win their division, they're not in the top 4 seeds.
Mm. Okay. What's your name, by the way?
Connor Toma.
Oh. Yeah, I'm Dayton. What's up?
What's going on, man?
Welcome to TBROS episode 23, baby.
That's right.
We're talking about football and the playoffs.
Yeah, Dayton had a question about why the divisions matter in football.
It is kind of weird.
How so?
They should just have American and international.
I mean that's how basketball works. So
yeah.
Basketball divisions don't matter, but I think it's good to have the divisions matter.
Don't they have how many NBA teams are there?
32 or 30. One of those.
They like super close to the same amount as the NFL.
Yeah, it's the same, I think.
Yeah. So interesting.
It's just the way they have it set up now is good.
You like that?
Yeah.
Would you want them to add more teams? Or not?
Like total teams?
Yeah.
Or
what if
just
they made it like 60 teams?
Jesus, where would those 60? I don't even know.
We'll get one in Como, of course.
No.
I'm telling you, if I become like a multi-billionaire, I'm putting an NBA team by the airport.
That'd be cool.
Because we have like enough people for it.
It really opened my eyes this summer seeing Green Bay, man.
Yeah. Like if Green Bay can have a professional sports team, Columbia could have a professional sports team.
Yeah,
like that's so retarded.
They could.
Do they sell out all the time?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
Well, they're historically one of the most historical teams.
Well, yeah.
And
I get it.
it's just Green Bay. People like Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, but they're so tiny. They're like 100,000. We're like 130,000.
There's a lot of even at my school, Green Bay Packers fans. There's like 12 of them.
I told you the logistics, bro. We put it by the airport. It's like in between Jeff City and Columbia. You have like the 60,000 people from Jeff City and 130,000 people from Columbia.
Yeah.
Would it fill the stadium like 3 nights a week?
Probably.
Yeah, see, that's the problem.
Not.
How many does it hold? 20,000?
I feel like that's small, but
what's the average NFL? I'll look it up. You can look it up.
We're not looking for the
average NBA arena size.
NBA, yes. So, for example, I'm a Grizzlies fan, so I'm going to look at
Of course. Now I know why you're looking it up, so you can look
Grizzlies.
Up godforsaken Grizzlies.
18.4 is their capacity.
Yeah, see?
In Memphis.
You don't need. I mean, you don't. It's not like
the FedEx Forum.
I think you could get 20,000 people. I don't know what the average ticket prices are though. Like we couldn't charge like Lakers prices, you know? Like that'd be insane.
Cheapest are $9 at the Terrace, so way high up there.
That's not that bad.
I can get all the way up to...
Well, yeah, you could get to like $4,000 tickets if you wanted to. Courtside.
Most expensive are Plaza level 105 at $801 a piece.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Floor.
Yeah, floor courtside.
Floor 3 is $391 a piece.
Oh, maybe it's not that bad. It's only the Grizzlies, so I guess it can't be that high.
I don't know why you're saying that. Why are you saying that for?
Jokes.
We're 29-13, man.
I mean, it's Memphis.
We're a half game out of first place in the Western Conference right now.
Me and my friends talked about it. Memphis is definitely not the closest to it.
Okay.
Because we were talking about that. And you're like, I like them because they're the closest to us.
I've been supporting him now for almost 2 years now, so
Just because Ja.
I'm cool. Yeah, I like him. He's good. He's also the type of player I use in 2K.
You gotta admit he's like super dumb on like social media.
How?
He's like a gangster. I hit the ops on the court.
He doesn't do that.
Yeah, he does.
No.
Go look at his last Instagram post, bro. And go look at the description right now.
Okay.
And you put it on your story.
Did I?
Yep. The one you put on your story.
John Morant.
I will say he is probably one of the most athletic new boys in the NBA. It is insane what he can do. He just had highlight where he did the ridiculous poster dunk.
Which one?
Let me see your phone.
No.
And I can tell you.
Because the last two.
The one you retweeted.
The last two, yeah. The one I probably did is, if he got that way, 12 gonna stretch that boy.
See, Connor, he tries to act all gangster, but he's just an NBA kid.
He's talking about dunking on him, though.
Who's 12?
Him. His number is 12.
You can't just say, I'm going to dunk on fools.
No, because that's not cool.
Okay.
He's 12. The next one is having fun with this stretch and she.
Lordy.
That was his big time where he yanked it back on him.
I get it. Miami lost to Buffalo. Makes you sad.
Yeah. Would have been cool to see Buffalo lose, of course. They're a really good team, and just another thing the Chiefs would have to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Then also Baltimore lost
to the
Bengals, which is obviously it seems to be the Chiefs' kryptonite. So the last 3 times we're 0-3 against them. The last 3 times we've played them, so they advance. But luckily for us, they're playing each other this coming weekend. So one of them obviously will be eliminated, and the Chiefs come out as big favorites, like 8.5 points versus Jacksonville at home.
Who did Dallas lose to?
They're playing tonight versus Tampa.
Oh, that's what that means. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, tonight versus Tampa. I have Tampa winning.
So Minnesota won then?
No.
It says they clinched the division.
Yeah.
But they don't have a bye. Okay, that makes sense. So, like, the NFC East is, like, stacked then.
Yeah, there's 3 teams in the playoffs.
And NFC South is booty, and NFC North is booty. That is the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Actually, the North is pretty solid.
It is weird how, like, in the AFC South plays a guy in the AFC West. It's kind of jacked up. You know?
Well, in basketball, it's that same.
I guess you have to have, 5 teams in every conference go to the playoffs. Correct?
7.
7?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, 6, 7. Okay, yeah. So they have to do weird math, I guess. That makes sense.
7 teams go. The top seed gets the first round bye.
Yeah. Okay, that makes
sense.
sense.
So then the 6 other teams will play each other in the first week. And the Chiefs in the first seed, who has that bye week, will play the lowest remaining seed left, which is usually the worst of the teams left in the playoffs. Like for the AFC, they happen to be that all 3 of the wild card teams lost. So the last 4 teams in the AFC are the 4 division winners. So that is why we are playing the 1-4. And then the 2-3 are also playing.
Cool.
So
Are you excited?
Yeah, it's cool.
Is Tampa gonna win tonight?
Yes,
They're 8-9 and they're playing in the playoffs.
they won their division.
What?
Mm-hmm. There was teams that Detroit has a better record than them. There's just teams that aren't in the playoffs that have a better record than
How
them.
the hell they pull that off?
They won their division.
Okay.
The 4 teams in their division were not good.
Oh my gosh, dude! What is with the National Football Conference? Ooh. Oh my gosh! AFC's definitely winning the Super Bowl this year. No, who do you think's gonna win? Philly. That's the only good team.
No.
In Dallas.
Nope.
You gonna say the team I win?
Who?
Minnesota.
They're out.
No, they're not.
They're not in the playoffs
Says
no
they
more.
clinched their division.
They got beat yesterday.
Why hasn't it changed?
I mean,
ESPN,
looking at their record.
NFL standings 2022.
Yeah, this is standings at that's the end of the regular season.
Okay.
The playoffs are already happening.
No.
Tonight's the last game of the wild card.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Like the Chargers are out of the playoffs. Baltimore is out of the playoffs. Miami is out of the playoffs.
Okay.
Minnesota is out of the playoffs. And Seattle is out of the playoffs.
Okay.
I think San Francisco will probably win the
Jimmy?
Nope.
Not Jimmy?
Brock Purdy.
What happened to Jimmy?
He's been hurt for the last 2 months.
Jimmy. Don't be getting hurt like that.
So they have Jimmy, who's been pretty good for them. He's not very good, but the system makes him look pretty good. And then they drafted Trey Lance. They traded up to get him quarterback out of like North Dakota State or something like that.
You know who else they got?
Who's that?
The Doc.
Okay.
Come on, I don't get a chuckle out of that
not
one.
at all, because being serious.
Did you see the NFL post?
Yes, Dayton. And well, Trey was he's this big time prospect. He came out this season was starting QB this year. Gets hurt, so Jimmy comes in. Jimmy, who they know can win, comes in, gets hurt. So their third string comes in. They're thinking, oh gosh, our season's over. Brock Purdy hasn't lost yet. Brock Purdy was the mystery relevant pick this last draft. You know what that means?
You know what I'm going to tell you?
What?
I hate to tell you this. America's team's going to whoop some ass tonight.
No, they're not. Okay. Why are you switching up my thing here?
Okay, Mr. Irrelevant pick or whatever.
That is the last pick in the draft.
Okay.
Brock Purdy was drafted that last pick
with
that last pick. Now he hasn't lost a game yet in like five games, including a playoff game where he threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns with 0 picks. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but I do think they win the Super Bowl. If the Chiefs, I mean, obviously the Chiefs are still going to be favorited. I seriously think the Chiefs do. I think we're going to be favorited from here on out. I really don't think, like if we go on to win our next 2 games, we're favorited.
Shouldn't we be favorited if we have the best record?
No.
No. Why not?
I mean, you can have momentum and stuff. People, I mean, the favorites doesn't matter on the record.
Okay.
Like Minnesota's record was a lot better than the New York Giants. But the line was still really close.
I just want, how do they determine what your odds are? You don't know.
I don't work at Vegas, so I don't know.
You don't know.
So, but the Chiefs have to be favored.
So who's going to the AFC Championship?
Probably
You're gonna say Chiefs.
Chiefs, of course. Chiefs. Chiefs and Cincinnati again.
Cincinnati?
Yeah, again.
Okay.
It's gonna be then Chiefs will be hosting the conference championship game again. for the 5th straight year, facing against our kryptonite, Joe Burrow, and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Not Josh.
No.
Josh ain't dime of a chance.
No.
Who do they play next?
Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
I told you that.
So okay. Interesting.
Yep. Or I think the Chiefs win and advance to the 3rd Super Bowl in the past 5 years.
Dolphins expect Tua to be ready for next season. No, that's a headline.
He has a long time until then, so I would hope so.
He better get his head screwed on straight.
Yeah.
NBA. Anything fun about your Memphis boys?
We're on a 9-game winning streak.
Cool.
28-13, 29-13, 29-13. We play tonight on TNT versus the Phoenix Suns.
Was there 82 games?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
That's a little too early to say anything, isn't it?
For what?
Like playoffs.
We're halfway through, so no.
29-13. Okay. That's cool. Jaws dunk is ridiculous.
Yes.
Dunk of the year, bro?
No.
No?
No, probably not.
Who has a better one?
Aaron Gordon on Christmas Day.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. I remember that. Good old Ja.
He's really good. He's popping off, man.
We're playing
The Phoenix Suns tonight on TNT.
5 p.m. Probably about to start.
Yep.
Just started.
Yep.
You done with basketball? Or you want to talk about anything? You want to talk about anything else? Basketball or NFL related? Baseball related? Tennis related?
Baseball related.
I don't know.
Cool.
Okay.
Well,
How does Jaws dunk affect LeBron's legacy?
I'll tell you this. I don't know. LeBron couldn't do that. I don't know.
Yeah, no way LeBron could do that.
Yeah, he probably could.
Right now, Connor,
Do you see his numbers?
I see his numbers, but that athleticism, no. Yes, he's still athletic for his age, but he couldn't do that shit.
He's still one of the best players in basketball. Still,
I didn't say that.
today,
I didn't say that he wasn't.
he could still do that.
He can't move like Ja can.
No, Jaws 22 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I just told you. He
And
couldn't
he's
do
an
that.
absolute freak.
He couldn't go that wild dunk like that.
Yeah, he could.
They're two completely different players, anyways. Any sports, other stuff you want to talk about, bro?
No, that's good.
That's it.
Yeah.
No NHL or Mizzou being really bad.
Blues suck.
Talk about Mizzou being really bad.
Sure.
Okay, let me click on Mizzou.
We are no longer in the top 25, by the way.
I figured.
We have been dropped out of the rankings after our two losses
2 L's to unranked teams.
to Texas A&M at Texas A&M, and then at Florida.
We're playing Wednesday versus Arkansas.
There's Arkansas, who is
25.
25 now. They dropped a lot since we've last played them.
Alabama's number 4.
Yes. Ooh, a story about them. One of their players is he's been arrested and is put in jail now.
What for?
Capital murder.
Damn.
Him and his friend, I guess, killed a woman. Killed some 23-year-old woman. Killed her.
Damn.
Yeah.
And they're still number 4?
Yeah. Why not? Wait, what?
I'm just making a joke.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they're going to end up being a higher rank than the football team.
That is kind of weird, actually.
They're by far the best team in the SEC, man. And I mean, they blew out the LSU by like 50, bro. Literally.
Yeah, that's what Mizzou's just they were slacking those last 2 games.
Last 2 weeks, not been the greatest.
Yeah, it's because we play all those high school teams and then we play actual teams. You just can't be doing that.
I mean, we have 2 ranked wins this year. So
Correct. Okay. You want to go on to the next topic?
yeah, let's do Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad season 5, episode 8 and 9.
Yeah, let's do it.
Episode 8. Walt expands his business overseas and the money is pouring in.
Yeah, we get like a
Montage.
yeah, of Walt and Todd working, and what's her name, Jessica or something like that?
I don't remember her name.
Lydia or something
Lydia,
like
that's
that?
right.
Lydia.
Why not? Skyrim character.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not. Yeah.
What about you don't like her? You don't like Lydia?
No, you said Skyrim character.
That's a Skyrim character. Is Lydia.
Oh, when I think of that, I think of like an ugly person.
No. Okay, keep going.
That's an arc.
Okay, so we
That's
have a
an arc
montage of Walt making a lot of money.
Yeah. Still making all the meth in the houses and the tents and stuff, and then distributing all the meth out overseas and stuff, and he's getting millions and millions of dollars from doing it. Well, Skylar is getting all this money from Walt to launder all the money. Well, she's getting so much from him that she's getting backed up. She rented out this storage unit, which I feel like is really stupid. And it's a butt ton of money. And she shows them, and she's just like, we couldn't spend this in 100 lifetimes. Like, we have enough money now. And he's like realizing, okay. So he wants out now. Finally, little greedy Walt gets out of the business. Lydia's mad at him and stuff. Still shows up to the car wash.
You never leave the business.
Yeah, well. He seems happy though. I mean, he seemed pretty happy.
Yeah.
Well.
That's. Did you talk about how her name's Lydia? By the way, I looked it up.
Okay, cool.
He killed all those 9 guys.
Oh yeah, so he got the list out of Lydia to kill all those people she wanted because, well, the money is not going in. Which, if the money is not going into them, that means they're gonna break. They're gonna snitch.
Mm-hmm.
He can't have that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets Todd's Uncle
Jack.
He's got his ways, I guess. Pays him to kill people in prison pretty brutally with prison shanks. They burnt one to death.
Oh yeah,
That was horrible.
a montage of assassinations.
Yeah.
Inside the jails.
Well, okay, so let's go back to where I was with him. His family, the kids are back now. With Walt.
Kids are back.
Walt and Skylar, they're all happy. They're outside. They're having dinner with Hank and Marie. Hank goes to the bathroom, sits on the toilet, and they have like a bunch of magazines and books behind on the toilet. And Hank was just gonna read one while he's pooping or something.
Yeah.
And he grabs a book, Walt Whitman's like journal or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you know, Walter Whitman came up earlier with Gail Bedecker, in the murder of him. Well, Gail gave Walt this book, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And wrote a note inside of it.
Mm-hmm.
Which
you're the bomb or whatever.
Hank, yeah, you're my star. You're my perfect star or something. And Hank remembered it and goes, oh, shit.
Yeah. Steals a book.
And then gets all heart attacky, just like realizes, oh, shit, right? And he reopens the files with Gale and Gus and everything, and Heisenberg takes it all home, just doing more research. Then this kind of switches into episode 9 now, kind of getting away from episode 8, going into episode 9.
You want me to tell you the description?
Sure. Yeah.
Walt is out of the meth business and trying to move on with his life. Jesse tries to get rid of his money, and Hank knows that Walt is the famous Heisenberg.
Holy shit, it's a good thing we didn't read the dang description before reading it, or before watching it. Spoilers alert. Goodness gracious.
Okay.
Yeah. Walt gave Jesse his money.
$5 million.
And Jesse was trying to give it all away to the kid that Todd shot and to Mike's granddaughter, Kaylee.
Yep.
Because
Walter refuses to let Jesse do that for some reason and gives Jesse back his money.
Yeah.
Jesse drives down the street with it and starts throwing out $10,000 racks all over the place.
Yeah, in this crappy little
in the terrible neighborhood.
Meth neighborhood, yeah.
And then gives a homeless man $10,000.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna skip to the good parts, man. Seriously.
Okay, skip to the good parts.
Right. So Hank's all back on his
We're
research.
only 26 minutes in, so make it last.
All right.
Okay, Hank research. He has all these boxes.
He's back on the grind to research.
He's literally obsessed because he's missing work.
Right. To see if Walter is actually the Heisenberg. And he gathers all of the evidence he had, and with the idea in mind that Walter could be Heisenberg, it all came together.
Mm-hmm.
And he figures Walter is Heisenberg.
Yeah.
And
they have the confrontation in the garage.
Okay, yes. Well, Walter couldn't find the book.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the house, couldn't find the book, which he then realizes there could be something wrong here.
Mm-hmm.
Checks his cars, finds a tracker. Same tracker that Hank used on Gus with Walt. So Walt knew exactly whose it was, what he was doing. Goes over to Hank's house. Hank's all scared like. And then Walter walks into the garage. There's like a kid playing outside, and you could tell like Walter's all like, still Walter. And Hank's kind of scared. He closes the garage, and Walter's face just changes. It's so like that was awesome, seriously awesome, because like Walter realized that Hank's onto him.
Yeah,
and then Hank punches Walter, starts beating him up, and it's just like it was you.
You're Heisenberg.
It was you. All this bull crap. And Walter is just like, all this crap. What are you talking about?
He never admitted to being Heisenberg.
No, he didn't. No. He's just like, man, I have cancer. Like, what are you talking about? Walt's cancer is back, by the way.
Hype.
Sure. Skylar sure thinks so.
Yeah,
bitch.
she thinks she's hype.
And Hank's just like, I don't even know who I'm talking to. And Walter's like, yeah, you don't. I'm like, oh, shit.
He's like, and since you don't know who you're talking to, you better tread lightly. And it's like, and that's the episode closes out. And Connor was like creaming his pants over there.
I literally was. Oh, my gosh. It was so good.
Thoughts on Breaking Bad that we watched? I know you're so excited you want to watch the rest of it.
Dude.
So who's going to fall, Walter or Hank?
Both.
Both? They're both going to die?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
We can't have Walter die. And we can't have Hank die, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Okay.
Sorry.
What'd you think? I need to know your opinion.
I mean,
what do you think of Walter this season? In general.
I'm gonna start with not just Walter, but the whole season in general. I feel like season 3 and 4 are the best ones.
Mm-hmm.
Season 3 and 4 are the best seasons. So to go from that super high climax of killing Gus to season 5, I feel kind of disappointed up until now. Up until now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Walt, I mean, he's been super greedy.
Do you like Walt this season? What do you think about Walt as a character?
Walt's good.
You like Walt?
Yeah.
You don't think he's evil or bad or
I mean,
align your moral compass with Walter? Would you do what he's doing?
oh, shut up, Dayton.
What?
No, I wouldn't do what
Okay, so you
anybody in
think
the
he's-
whole show is
So
doing.
you think he's bad?
I wouldn't. The only person I agree with is Holly, for goodness sake, and
Holly?
she's a baby.
That's the third Holly, by the way. You know that?
Okay, there's 3 baby actors. Who
Yeah.
cares?
I mean, they're getting that fat check.
No, they're not.
You don't think they
Their
are?
parents are.
Okay.
Actually, I don't. That's strange. Heck, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't
You
know?
think so?
Yeah, they're getting money.
The baby or the parents?
I mean, probably both.
I don't know.
Okay.
Um,
So Walter's killing people. He's had 9 people assassinated.
all of them are killing people, Dayton.
Yeah, but Walter didn't like doing it before. And now he's cool with it. He's like, I'll kill people. Ooh.
He's the top dog, man.
Uh-huh.
He's the top one, man. He always,
How's he changed from season 4 to season 5?
well, that's pretty obvious.
What?
Well, season 4, Gus is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Season 5, Gus is not alive. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have to be scared of nothing. Scared of anything.
Mm-hmm.
He was pretty scared and nervous with Gus still around. That's why he killed him.
Mm-hmm.
And now he can do whatever he wants. And he's the top of the business.
Who was better leader, Gus or Walter?
I mean, Gus, I would say.
How come? What did Gus do better than Walter?
What did Gus do better than Walter? Was way more professional.
Okay. Professional?
I just feel Gus was better because he wasn't the one killing people, I guess. I don't know.
He killed Hector
Yeah.
for shits and giggles.
Hector or Victor?
I mean, Victor. Sorry.
Yeah, Victor. He did not kill him for shits and giggles, though. People had because Victor went to see Gail's apartment, and people saw him and drew him to the police.
Yeah.
So, and he had ties with Gus, so he killed him.
Mm.
There's
Yeah.
a reason for that. So,
Who's the better sidekick, Victor, Todd?
Todd, dude, Todd's awesome.
He murdered a kid
Who cares?
in daylight.
I
No remorse.
I really don't
no
blame
regrets.
him at all, dude. Just because he's he was on the lowest part of the totem pole from the people part of that job. He was literally hired just to help them do that job, and they said no witnesses. Nobody's supposed to see us do this.
Mm-hmm.
And well, there's a person that saw them do it, so he killed them.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't blame him. So
Don't blame him for killing a kid.
no, I really don't.
So you're on Todd's side, not Jesse's side.
For that, yeah, probably.
Thoughts on Jesse? You think he should have left or should he stayed cooking meth? $5 million. That's
I
a
don't
decent
really
chunk
care,
of money.
man. What's he? I mean,
Well, what would you do? Would you keep cooking and make $100 million, or get out and not have to worry about it and take the $5 million?
well, I knew. Well, if I knew The business was going to go where it went.
Which is insane because Jesse knows a shit ton, and Walter just let him live.
I mean, Jesse can cook just as good as Walt.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's been proven already.
I think Walter just said that.
When he went to Mexico, he did it. Like 96.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is better. They were doing 65 overseas or whatever they said.
Mm-hmm.
And no, I'd probably still cook. I'd still cook. I mean, Jesse. I feel Walter wouldn't hurt Jesse. And the way the business went on after that, my goodness, Jesse would have been in it for good. There's nobody competing.
Yeah.
It's literally Walter.
Yeah.
He's not in danger now. He is the danger.
You want to hear the description of the next episode?
No, I don't.
It's not really spoiler.
I no.
Okay.
No, I don't at all. So. All right.
Done with Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
Now, it's 2014. It's a boring year. And then out comes John Wick,
That's right. John Wick, number 1.
starring Keanu Reeves.
Yes, and Willem
Guess what? It's rated.
7.4. All 3 of them are.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Describe it to me.
Super assassin.
What do you remember about
John
it?
Wick. That's like it's part of the description.
You don't know he's a super assassin.
Super assassin John Wick. Wife dies of cancer. Wife sends him a dog. John Wick, super awesome house, super awesome car, drives up to a gas station.
Okay.
Russian weirdos.
Shut up.
What? No,
Quit sounding dumb way
okay.
describing
Yeah, and these Russian weirdos are like these mafia boss assassiners. Yeah. We're checking out his car, and they're so evil that they would go steal his car. And he says something to him in Russian, and Keanu Reeves responds to him. And he's just like, "Oh shit."
Mm-hmm.
Well, figured out where he lived. Went, stole his car, killed his dog, destroyed all of his other cars.
Where did he get this dog?
His wife he gave it to him.
Okay.
Yeah, sent it to him.
So it means something to John Wick.
Yes, of course, because it's like his last memory of his dead wife. You can't mess around with John Wick. The boy didn't know that. His dad did.
What's his name?
Who?
The boy.
I don't know.
Yusuf.
I don't know. The only names I know are Harry. But he's dead now, so.
Okay, keep going.
Well, the son, like, I don't know. The dad found out what car
He's
has.
a big mob boss.
Yes. And he asked where he got that car from. And the guy's just like, this man, and then we screwed up his dog, too, blah, 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 blah. Well, the guy, Yusuf, took that car to go get fixed up with John Wick's, like, car dude who works for Yusuf, but also helps John.
Aurelio.
Well, this Aurelio guy told Yusuf's dad about it and whose car it was. And the dad brought in Yusuf and starts beating the crap out of him because he knows
that Yusuf's gonna die.
That Yusuf and him, he didn't really know at the time that he was gonna die too.
No, he wouldn't have died.
and he knows who John Wick is. Yusuf doesn't know. And the dad tells him, "You're messing with." I don't know, like what they call him, the boogeyman, El Boyuga or something like that. What do they call him?
We'll go with that.
Well, what is
El
it?
Booy-
No,
El Booy-
what is it?
The Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga, yeah. The,
El Yaga.
why was that so funny?
You just said El at the beginning, like it's Spanish.
Is it not Spanish?
No,
What is it?
I'm pretty sure it's like Russian.
I don't know why that was so funny to you.
I don't know. That's just it's funny.
Baba Yaga,
El Barbados.
the boogeyman, and then the son's like, "What do I care about the boogeyman? This is the guy you call to handle the boogeyman and all this crap."
They hype up John hard.
Yeah,
We haven't even seen him kill anybody.
yeah, seriously. And then Yusuf sends a whole crew to his house at nighttime.
Vigo tells Mayhem to send all his boys over to Keanu's house.
Yeah, and
There was like 15 blacked out suit guys go over to Keanu
who are
to kill his house.
supposed to be super trained professionals.
Badassery.
And John Wick killed every single one of them.
Yeah, in his slicked out suit.
Yeah.
His Fortnite suit, bro.
I have it. I have his skin in Fortnite.
Do you understand why we were so pissed off at Fortnite now for bringing out like these skins?
Why?
Because it just makes them look like dumb child crap. But I feel like 99.9% of people who play Fortnite never watched John Wick
I'd seen it.
before.
Yeah.
You got the Fortnite skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the 1%. I don't know. I find it ridiculous. Okay, they don't kill John Wick because he's badass.
Yeah, and he kills them all. One of the funniest things is right after he kills all of these guys, a police officer shows up to his house.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's just like, "Oh, hey, Johnny," or whatever his name is. Hey, John. Or Jimmy. Jimmy and John.
His name is Jimmy.
And John's just like, "Noise complaint?" And Jimmy's like, "Noise complaint." And Jimmy's like, "You working again, John?" And John's like, "I'm just cleaning something up."
What do you think about that whole John Wick world? Do you find it strange?
As in what?
Just assassins everywhere.
No,
Cops don't care that bodies are everywhere.
Do they not care?
Yeah. He looked around John. He's like,
I feel like that's not for. He wouldn't do that for like everybody, but it's John Wick. He knows what
John
Wick.
literally murdered like 30 people in a nightclub.
Well,
got away scot-free.
was that not in the Continental?
No.
That nightclub's not in the basement of the Continental.
No. It's not. Otherwise, he would have been fucked up. No, it's a nightclub.
Well,
Fucked up like 30 people.
no, not 30 people. But yeah, I don't know what else you want me to say.
Well, what do you think? You think I think the world's weird. You know, they just have assassins everywhere. It's like
No,
everyone's an
that's pretty
assassin. We'll talk about it when we get to the next movie. Okay, keep going.
Where was I?
John Wick killed everybody in his house.
Oh yeah, Jimmy and all that. He has this crew come up and clean it. Pretty cool. I don't know what else happens. You go on.
I think he calls Victor. Or Vigo, I mean. And
I need a ride.
No, that's Aurelio. He goes over to Aurelio.
Who the heck are you talking about?
He calls Vigo, the dad, the mob boss.
Okay.
And he's like, "I'm coming for you, blah, 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 blah." And then, where does he go after that?
I don't know, Dayton.
Vigo talks to
Dayton, go on.
Connor. You're being ridiculous. Talks to Willem Dafoe, and he puts a contract out on John Wick. Willem Dafoe's like, I'll do it. And he asks for a $2 million contract.
Yeah.
And it's open,
Yeah.
which probably pissed off Willem.
Yeah.
Willem's like, I'll do it. John Wick goes to the nightclub in search of Yusuf. Murders a lot of people.
The end of this movie just dragged on to me.
Then he goes to the Continental because he got stabbed with a water bottle or a wine bottle. Gets patched up. Tries to go to bed. Willem's about to kill John Wick with a sniper, looking through the window pane. Then the woman that used to be an associate of John Wick walks in and is going to get that $2 million contract, baby. Let me look her up.
Yep.
Miss Perkins.
Yeah, and Willem shoots the pillow next
Shoots
to him.
the pillow
to warn
next to
him.
John to warn John about, her walking in.
Yeah.
They had a long fight scene. John ends up knocking out Miss Perkins. And then Jerry walks out.
Harry
walks out with the Glock. No, I'm joking. The revolver. And then John's like, can you babysit Miss Perkins? And he's like, sure. Miss Perkins ends up getting loose, kills Harry,
Poor Harry, man.
and then goes out and is going to murder John. Now, she killed somebody in the Continental Hotel. If you don't know what the Continental is, in this universe, it's basically like an area where there's no assassinations allowed or anything.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's big consequences.
Yep.
Killed a person, leaves, gonna go track down John for the contract. And then from there, John says, where does he go? I'm thinking.
I don't know. The first one's getting blended with the second one, so.
It does happen. That does happen. Okay. Yusuf is tucked away in like a weird industrial district. And then John Wick's pissed off at Vigo, so he goes to this church that's like a money front for all of Vigo's money. And he kills a couple guys in there, burns all of Vigo's money. The Vigo guy gets pissed off, kidnaps John Wick. John Wick gets out of it.
Because Willem helped him and sniped the dudes.
Actually, he killed Yusuf before that. He killed Yusuf, found him, killed him. Then John Wick got pissed off because Vigo kidnapped him.
Yeah.
He goes on this mad rampage to kill Vigo.
Which we have this long raining water scene, piece of crap scene where they're just fighting each other in the car and all this crap. And then he eventually kills Vigo. That's really how that movie ends.
Yep.
Miss Perkins gets killed, though, by the manager.
The owner, Winston, bro.
Yeah, because she disobeyed continental rules.
Mm-hmm. You want to know the kill count?
Of John Wick?
Mm-hmm.
Let me guess. Okay, is it triple digits? It's not. No. 57.
No.
Ooh, what is it?
77 kills.
Ooh, dang. Stud.
You want to know how many there are in all three movies?
438.
299.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be close.
That's insane.
Okay. What were your ratings for this film?
7.4 is good.
Really?
Wait, you think it should be lower?
No.
Higher? You think it should be an 8?
No.
9?
No.
Oh. 2?
No. John Wick 1, I have slightly above the IMDb rating.
What do you mean? Oh, you just wrote it down?
Yeah, I just wrote it down. 7.6.
Because?
That's what I wanted to rate it.
Okay.
The action's like you are entertained watching the film.
Yeah.
Like it is good, and Keanu's very good, and Willem's very good. The rest of them are very good. Mayhem kind of is like it's kind of weird to see him from the Allstate.
We're saying
commercials, so,
Mayhem. We mean what's his name? I'm gonna look him up. That's
I-
disrespectful. I can't be doing Dean Winters like that.
You didn't even know his name.
So Dean Winters, he's the Allstate Mayhem guy. Like
I'm Mayhem.
yeah, this is the only other thing I've ever seen him in.
Yeah.
So he's
so-
he's Vigo's right hand man.
Yeah.
The mob boss guy.
Yeah. So 7.6 was my rating, just because I mean, good action, good really everything like that. The ending drug a little bit. So
Do you think John Wick is justified in this movie for his actions?
no, probably not.
Because that's Yusuf's last words. Remember? He's like, it was just a, and they
Just a dog, yeah.
just a dog in a car.
Probably not. Like, I was gonna say, like, criminally wise. No, of course not. But like morally, for him, probably. I mean, yeah, probably justified.
Next question: do you think John Wick's wife knew what he did for a living, or not?
I mean, she had to have, right?
He had a concrete thing in the basement.
Dang, I don't. I really want a prequel to it, so I don't know.
Like a romance?
No, I just want to know how he got out and everything, because we see a little glimpse of that in the second film.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to see a prequel, starts out with him like as the super assassin guy, gets out of it, and then the romance up until the first film. So I don't know. I want to say yeah,
She
but
definitely knew what he did for a living.
how do you say that? Like, why do you say that?
I mean, you would ask him, where'd you get this house?
Yeah. He could pull a Walter and say I gambled. I don't know.
Thoughts on the first movie?
I just said
Lance Reddick, what do you think about him?
he's my guy.
Why is he your guy,
so
Connor?
we've talked about my old Destiny obsession.
Mm-hmm.
He is the voice of like one of the main characters in the story of Destiny. He's Zavala, which is like the main character of
So you
Destiny.
thought it was wild to see him in this movie?
It's pretty cool. I didn't realize it in the first one, but
Yeah.
but in the second one, he's like he kind of had some more dialogue. I'd say,
I don't know.
and he was he had to take care of the dog and everything, and and like I knew that I recognized it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, but what the heck is it? And I finally realized what it was. So, yeah, it's really cool.
Lance Reddick is the hotel manager of the Continental.
Or the like, no, not the hotel manager.
Hotel manager.
That's not what you would call it.
What would you call him?
Crap, it's what Pam is in the office. I don't know.
A secretary?
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you call him a manager?
he's the guy, the guy at the front desk.
He's the hotel manager.
Okay, whatever.
Ian McShane's the owner.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Sure, I totally agree with you.
Well, thank you.
You didn't give me a rating. 7.4
I
is
said 7.4 is good. Pretty good.
You're just a copycat.
The nightclub scene was the best scene in the whole movie.
Okay.
Just 'cause it's badass.
Okay. He kind of got beat up in that scene, though. He got thrown off a
Uh,
railing.
So his, like, KD, bro, like, went way up.
His KD has never dropped.
Yeah.
His KD is like 430 or whatever the heck you said.
His KPM, bro, like went way up.
KPM?
Yeah.
Kills per match?
Kills per minute.
Yeah, it did. You're right.
Bro, he was... uh-huh.
You laugh so hard at not even funny jokes.
Well, I have jokes in my head that I think are funny.
Great.
He was cranking 90s on those kids.
I mean,
See, I got you to laugh at that one. Oh, yeah, the bathhouse scene is the best scene. Nightclub, bathhouse, I think they're both in one.
yeah, weird pool stuff.
You really get to see him,
Yeah.
whoop some ass.
Yep.
Okay, we're going on to John Wick 2. 2017, 3 years after John Wick 1,
Come on.
comes John Wick 2.
Yeah, which is
2 hours and 2 minutes.
it's a lot better.
Which is
than
like
the
20
first one.
minutes longer than the first one.
Felt shorter, to be honest with you.
Damn good movie.
It's really good.
Oh, man. So what happens, Connor?
All right. So at the end of the first one, John got a new puppy.
Correct.
So in the second one, it starts with John in the house with his big old dog, and this man comes with a whole bunch of people, knocks on his door like, "Yo, what's up, John?
This man is named
You're back, yo."
Santino Diantino.
Yeah, you're back, man.
Okay, keep going.
I heard you're back, right? All this crap. Well, I guess there's like this system in the assassin world. It's called a marker. And like you like blood oath it or something, and you have to do something for the
Some
person.
job. Yeah.
Yeah. And John refused to do it. The mission was to kill the man's sister.
We don't know that yet.
No, he said. No, he didn't. You're right. We don't know that yet.
So Santino asked John, he's like, hey, you have this marker, you got to do a job for me.
Yeah.
And John's like, I'm retired, I don't do that.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Santino's like, okay.
Yeah.
Dips out of the house, gets a grenade launcher with
Gets a
incendiary grenades,
Gets a noob tube, yeah.
and starts launching incendiary grenades into John's house and burns it down.
Blows up everything, all the pictures of his wife, all the memories he had destroyed.
Yeah.
And the dog escaped, by the way.
Yeah. No dog died in the opening scene of this movie. I think the director knew better than to do that.
Yeah. And so John and his dog are like, well, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
He has no choice now but to do the marker. Goes, talks with him again. The mission is to kill his sister,
Correct.
who has a high seat on the high table.
Of, like, Assassin's Guild.
Yeah, I guess. I didn't really get that yet, but and he wants that seat, and the only way to get that seat is if his sister dies.
Mm-hmm.
So that's John's mission.
Mm-hmm.
John then goes to
Rome. Mm-hmm.
where they've got
The sister's having, like, a party.
yeah, they got a Continental there too.
Yep.
And he's got all sorts of people there too. All sorts of clothing people,
Connections. He got them
guns
connections.
people. Well, he got fully kitted.
Yeah.
Kitted out.
He got the gold scar.
With dude, he got the gold scar, the gold pump. He's full on mats right now. He is ready to go.
Okay, keep going.
He is ready to go, dude. Zero ping. He is.
Yeah, John gets some, like, they really amped it up with the guns in this movie.
Yeah.
So he's getting ready to go assassinate this sister at this party.
Yeah.
Now, he goes, the hotel has, like, a gun guy that he gets his guns from.
Yeah.
You don't know who Terran Tactical is, but he's a guy out in Hollywood that trains basically every movie person on how to shoot guns. He's badass. Like competition pistol shooter.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. trained John Wick for this movie. He also has his own line of guns, and they're insanely badass guns. Like this one gun he gave him was a Glock, I think 34. It's like a $4,000 gun, pretty wild. AR is pretty expensive, crazy shit. Benelli M4 shotgun, which Connor, we're going to talk about that here in a minute. Connor, one of Connor's favorite scenes. So John Wick's kitted up. He got the gold scar. He goes to this party, and the party's at this like old temple area, and there's like catacombs underneath it. So he first goes down through the catacombs and like stashes like his AR and like his Benelli. And he goes up to the party, walks around and looks at socializes or whatever. The sister goes to freshen up in the bathroom. John's in there to kill her. They have this long-winded conversation about why Santino is not going to be a good ruler or whatever. She proceeds to slit her wrist because she wants to go out on her own terms. John's like, easy enough for me. Dips on out of there.
Shoots her in the head, though.
Does shoot her in the head. Now, sister, Gianna, has a bodyguard that's like badass. Cassian, the actor is Common, rapper. Cassian's has this exchange with John where they look at each other and he asks John, like, are you having a good night? And he's like, yeah.
He goes, unfortunately, yes. And Cassian like knew that meant he killed.
And he's like, He's like, that's not cool. And then they start firing pistols at each other.
Yeah.
And so from there, Cassian has a couple guys with him. They die from John because John's badass and he's full on mats. And then John runs away from the party, goes down through the catacombs. Now, Santino has a deaf chick, which is like his right-hand person.
Yeah.
Her name's Ares in the movies. Now that they know that the mission's complete, they want to kill John because they know he's going to come back and kill Santino.
Yeah, and he put a contract on him.
And we don't know that yet. Calm down, dear boy.
Well, she knew that. That's why she was killing him.
He's down in the catacombs, and all these Santino people are down there. A lot of fucking Santino people are down there. So he's in the dark. He has his pistola, and he starts whooping ass.
Yeah.
He's running through these dark catacombs, people following him.
He literally has, like, aimbot, dude, I swear.
He has some aimbot. He's doing some hacks.
Yeah.
He picks up the AR, starts putting holes through people. What we forgot to mention is when he bought guns at the Continental, he had a tailor make him a suit, and it's bulletproof, so it's badass. And so he can, like, hold up the side of his...
He's got the plates, man.
He does have the plate. He's full on plates.
Yeah, right now.
He has the chug jugs. So... he pulls up his suit and he can like block bullets with it, which is pretty badass. You thought that was funny?
Yeah.
And so he's basically like bulletproof for the most part.
Yeah.
Running through the catacombs, picks up an AR, starts blasting people, runs out of ammo on that. Then he picks up a Benelli M4, which is a shotgun, and starts ripping people apart. Yeah, it's semi-automatic. Starts blowing people apart. Connor's favorite scene is, so he shot, I think, a guy in the leg.
Yeah.
And he holds him down with the barrel of the shotgun while he reloads, and then shoots him in the face. Yeah. I mean, it is a crazy badass choreography in that party.
Yeah, it's really cool.
He dips.
Yeah.
Ares is like, damn, this guy's badass, but like in sign language and gang signs. And then, so he goes back to New York, and Santino puts a $7 million bounty on John Wick's head.
Yeah.
Go from there, Connor.
Yeah. So it's an open bounty, and he sent it to just like a few people.
Which $7 million is like a lot of money in this world, I guess.
Well, it's
so like every assassin in New York.
Too.
Yep, to kill someone.
I do.
Okay. So everyone in New York is like
I'm
after John Wick.
Yeah. That is strange now that you say that. I'm not sure if people would actually do that for $7 million. But these aren't random people though, I guess.
They're assassins.
They're like, that's their job, I guess.
Yeah.
So, if we were assassins and we saw a contract for $7 million, we would do it too,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so no, obviously, I wouldn't do it, but
Okay.
if that was my job,
John
yeah.
Wick's trying to go back to the Continental because New York is all out to get him. Everyone in New York is. They have this crazy montage of him killing a fat sumo wrestler and a whole bunch of other guys. It just shows how John Wick is just wild.
Yeah.
Then he's going in the subway and Cassian sees him, and Cassian's his match or whatever,
Yeah.
It's his adversary.
Your favorite scene?
My favorite scene is they have silencers and then they're hiding them in their coats and they're shooting at each other. It's badass. So it's a super busy subway and they're shooting them at each other without anybody noticing because they're all silenced, which is not possible.
Yeah.
They have an epic choreographed fight scene on the train.
Yeah.
John ends up stabbing him in the heart. It tells him if you remove this knife, you're going to die. So we technically never see Cassian die.
Nope.
John makes it to the Continental. I think, what does he do? No, he doesn't.
It's your story, man.
My story? I don't remember. No, he goes to this, he goes to the museum that Santino met him at in the first movie, or in the first act. There's this hall of mirrors that he has to find Santino in.
Mm-hmm.
He kills a lot of people to try and get Santino. They go through this crazy mirror place. Doesn't end up killing Santino. But he does kill the Ares right-hand person. Santino runs his little ass over the Continental, sits down to have a drink. John walks in, and he looks at him. Santino's giving him shit. He's like, you can't kill me. Da, da, da. Then John thinks about it for a second, and he whips out his Glock and kills him inside the Continental.
Right there in front of the boss man.
Right there in front of Winston.
Yeah, the boss man.
And then Winston's like, what have you done?
Yeah.
John Wick, where does he go from there?
You skipped the whole part with the Matrix black guy.
The Matrix black guy?
With the pigeons.
Shit, you're right. Fuck. No, he doesn't go to the Hall of Mirrors. Matrix black guy. Lawrence Fishburne. He goes to so he's fighting Cassian. Cassian's chasing him. He so you can the homeless people are some part of some assassin gang.
Yeah.
He pays a homeless guy to hide him for a gold coin or whatever. Takes him to Lawrence Fishburne, the Bowery King. And then Lawrence is like, give this man a gun. Gives him a gun with 8 shots in it to go take on Santino. He doesn't like John because he's worth $7 million at this point. He could kill him whenever he wanted to.
Yeah.
But he wants to see what happens. Gives him 7-shot Kimber 1911.
Yeah.
Is, by the way, a badass gun.
It's really cool because he goes right through that 7
He
shots.
goes through those 7 shots, doesn't miss.
He
gets 7 kills.
He has to use the rest of
and he starts picking up people's guns.
the guns, yeah. And starts killing them all too. And then we get to the mirror hall.
Then we get to the mirror room. You're right. I fucked up. John ends up killing him. I think he dips back to his house and he's finds a picture of his wife on the burnt stuff with his dog.
Finds the little silver bracelet or whatever.
Yeah. Then he goes and talks to Ian McShane at this fountain in the middle of Times Square or something, or the middle of whatever, Central Park or whatever. And then Ian's like, I got people everywhere. And he makes a phone call. His buddy makes a phone call, and everybody around him stops. Every human around him. There's 400 people there.
Yeah.
And they all look at John, and John's like, oh, shit.
Well, so Winston, made the bounty open to the whole entire world now.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody just got that text.
Mm-hmm.
And he also took away his Continental subscription.
Well, he gave John 1 hour. He's like, you have 1 hour.
Yeah. And then the end of the movie is just John and his dog
running through New York.
So
we don't know what happens next. I do, but you don't.
That's why there's 2 more movies.
Yeah.
So rating for you, it's
Probably the same. Actually, I rated higher. I rated an 8, dude. This is so much better than the first one.
so it's higher than 7.4, and it's better than the first one.
Yeah, in my opinion.
Yeah. Well,
I think the dynamic between Keanu and Common is like insane.
on IMDb it's a 7.4. It's the same.
Yeah, I know it's the same. Yeah.
So you rated it 8, is what you said. Like it.
No, maybe not.
Like
Maybe that is a little ridiculous.
Well, like it reaches an 8
Maybe.
for you.
Maybe that does sound ridiculous now that I'm saying it out loud. But it is way better than the first one. You rated an 8?
Yeah, I think it's a perfect 8.
I don't know. I don't
Get your.
know if it deserves an 8.
It does.
7, 9. Maybe it's one watch. Everyone knows the rules. What is that going to be our new slogan? You
Yeah,
you
we're
like that one?
we're using that.
One watch. Everyone knows the rules.
Yeah,
I thought
8.
I did think it was way better than the first one.
Way, way, way better.
Yeah.
All right.
No dogs die.
No, you don't care about that.
We do have an epic opening badass scene with
The car scene, yeah,
Mhm.
with the motorcycle and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. We skipped that.
We did skip that. At the beginning, he had a badass scene
Yeah.
where he steals his car, I think. Doesn't he? Yeah, because the guy still has his car. His brother, Vigo's brother from the first movie, has his car. And he tells the John Wick pencil story again. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, because he's all scared.
Mm-hmm. John Wick goes on a road rage, kills a lot of people.
Yeah.
Guess how many people died in this movie from John Wick?
You said 77 in the first one.
Mm-hmm. You're going to do some math.
94.
128. Yeah, dude.
John Wick killed that many people?
Yes.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, pretty wild.
Now, I got a question for you.
3 were killed with a pencil.
Yeah, he did that.
Okay, you got a question for me?
Yeah. What's like your favorite action movie of all time?
You just taking a wide turn from John Wick there?
Well, I know you've mentioned John Wick being one of your favorite action movies of all time. So I want to know, like,
This is definitely like I could watch number 2 like a dickload.
I could too.
I mean, Den of Thieves is damn good. I know I shit on them a lot, but 2012 Avengers is pretty good. Let me keep thinking.
Wow, you really included the Avengers. That's crazy.
I mean, it's just all time.
Yeah.
That's like one of the craziest action movies of all time. Especially when it came out, it was ridiculous. You don't agree?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I'm thinking. I don't know. What's your favorite action movies?
Well, I wasn't going to say
That
a
we've
Marvel one until you just said the Avengers.
I feel like if you say any other movie besides the first Avengers, then I don't know about you anymore.
No, I was going to say the second
You
Captain
can say
America.
Infinity War, but that's maybe close.
No, I was going to say the second Captain America, the Winter Soldier. That is one of the highest rated Marvel movies.
Okay, non-Marvel.
Okay, definitely between John Wick 2 and Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves and John Wick 2.
I mean, The Departed.
Is that... See, that's what I'm thinking in my head right now, that I don't know if they're action movies.
I don't know. 13 hours.
13 hours is damn good.
It is good.
Mm-hmm. You can blame Hillary for that one.
I really like Extraction.
Never seen it.
You didn't see it,
But they're more like Den of Thieves and what was the other one you said?
13 Hours.
No, the other one. You
Which
said
one?
another one.
Extraction.
No, you said a different movie. They're like mob boss movies. Departed. You said
The
Departed.
Departed, yeah.
I don't know if they're straight action movies. You know what I'm saying? John Wick, nothing but action. Like the plot, there's basically nothing there.
Transformers, dude.
I like the first one, but I don't think it's on the caliber of John Wick
No, it's not.
and that's more fantasy.
Yeah.
These are definitely more realistic.
I'm not sure if John Wick's too realistic here.
It's definitely more realistic than a 5-ton robot breaking
It's obviously more realistic than Transformers, but
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more fantasy than it is action.
I'm trying to think of like action movies.
Heat, but you haven't seen
Nope.
Heat. That's old.
No.
Yeah, those are my couple, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess you could call Avengers more fantasy too.
Obviously, there's no such thing as a wormhole in the middle of New York City.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess those two, John Wick and Den of Thieves. I'm thinking. I can't think of any.
13 Hours is one.
13
too.
Hours. Yeah, I might put that up there. Some war movie like that.
Yeah. I like Extraction. Sicario, would you include that?
Yeah, Sicario. That's, yeah. I don't know if it's an action. Yeah, it's an action.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Sicario.
That's a pretty good film.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of other ones. Total Recall, I like that film.
It's sci-fi, but yeah.
That's an action film.
Anything else you want to talk about before we close out?
We're gonna try and watch
John Wick 3.
John Wick 3 and
Hashtag free Tate.
I didn't say that.
I said that.
More
Dayton Thomas said that.
more Breaking Bad,
We got to finish Breaking Bad.
of course.
We're going to watch The Matrix.
And The Matrix should be what happens next.
Keanu. Just nothing but Keanu. After that, we're watching Point Break.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but yeah.
No, I'm joking. We don't have to.
But John Wick 3 and Matrix for the movies, and hopefully more Breaking Bad. Should be next.
And then Connor has to choose a show that he wants to watch, I guess.
Is it my turn?
What are we going to count? What are we counting Breaking Bad as?
I mean, technically it started as you, bro.
Is it?
Technically.
Okay.
Breaking Bad's very close to being finished, and then we
have to choose another show. We'll get there when we get there.
I do know what I want to watch next.
Better Call Saul.
No, I wasn't gonna say that.
Oh.
I was just gonna say
Star Wars. Marvel. One of those two, because you're 18.
Marvel. I've watched it all, so no.
You've watched every Marvel show.
Yeah. Besides for the Netflix ones, which Daredevil's got some really good ratings. On
Okay.
it. No, the Kaleidoscope thing with Giancarlo Esposito.
Okay.
That's a short series though. It's only 9 episodes.
Yeah.
So
If you have any suggestions on what we should watch, leave them in the comments.
no anime though.
Whatever Connor wants to do. Yeah, but thank you guys for listening. Episode 23.
Yep.
I am trying to work on the studio.
So
I don't know
So you could see our beautiful face, of course.
I don't know if it's going to happen by the time I said it was going to happen. I have a lot of equipment to buy, a lot of work to do to the studio room itself, but hopefully we'll start kicking it. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.